that was the moment when we realized that you aren't invincible and this could happen to anyone, even your smartest, your brightest friend who just makes one wrong decision.
I didn't know anything about fentanyl or the use of recreational drugs laced with fentanyl. I'd heard of fentanyl, but had no idea that that was something I needed to warn my kids about. Jack was that type of kid that always landed on his feet, so I was like, well, you know, if anyone could beat this, Jack Quehl will beat this. And we had no idea what we were walking into. My heart. You get a piece of your heart ripped out of your chest, it'll never be back. And Jack was just a lot of fun to be around. He was a good kid. I think my number one thing right now is I don't want him to be forgotten.
It's a hard reality to face, but yeah, young kids do drugs, and whereas it flew under the radar when I was in high school because people weren't dying, now they are. So it's not a question of if, they should expect and be prepared for fentanyl and for it to be their own kids and to prevent another death.
People are dying just trying things. Kids are ordering up on social media. They're dying ordering pills off Snapchat. Like it is so easy to get a hold of this, and they're not trying to die, and they're getting killed.
It's an uncomfortable conversation to have, especially with your kids or with your younger siblings or with coworkers, with other adults, but it's necessary.
No one wants to tell their friends what to do or be like, hey, like we shouldn't be doing this, or like you shouldn't be doing this. It's a hard conversation to have, but it's one that needs to be had.
If that conversation isn't had now, it's only a matter of time before someone else loses their Jack.
One of my friend's sons died from high school probably 4 years before Jack, and he was a drug user, and so I thought, okay, this is in that world. My son isn't a habitual drug user, so it didn't even cross my mind to take my two older sons and sit down and say, you guys better watch what you're doing, because I had no idea. And I think that's what our biggest thing is don't think this isn't gonna happen to me. This isn't my life, this isn't my child. There are so many unknowns out there that none of us control. It's worth having the conversation. I don't think any age is too young. You can at least give that young child the please don't take anything that mom and dad did not give you. And I think it can start there and evolve to a bigger conversation.
And I think one important thing is not to have one 60-minute conversation. 60 one-minute conversations works much better. And I also think it's important to be inquisitive. Ask the question, what do you see out there? Are you hearing anything about fentanyl? What's your experience? How are your friends doing?
We've had multiple conversations with our kids because of all of the due for Jack's situation and explain exactly what happened to him. And so we've had multiple conversations with them along the lines of abstinence, of just don't even try, because you don't know exactly what you're getting into.
I had a dad come to me. He had a 19-year-old son who dabbled with recreational drugs. And because of our talk, he was like, okay, I sat my son down and said, this is what can happen. Do you know your source? Where are you getting what you're doing? And made it real. Jack's story was something that could hit home, having this personal story. On the other end, he has a daughter who's 15 who isn't doing anything but planting that nugget, planting that seed is if your friend does give you something, whether it be a Tylenol or an Advil, we are preaching that unless it's prescribed by your doctor or you're getting it from a pharmacy and it is your prescription, do not try. Is it worth your life? Having the conversation is worth $1 million, and it's worth your kid's life.
We wish we had the conversation. Now you need to have it.